Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Stan Robinson, and I am a poet, an author, and a composer. And I want to talk to you today about my latest book. The name of the book is The Underside of Management, What You Can't Learn in College. And believe me, this book has nothing to do with what you've learned with college. It's entirely an area where I have worked for the last 43 years in corporate Row, examining and doing research to find out exactly all the ramifications of what's in this book. Now, I have a PhD in management and psychology, and I also have a master's in engineering. And as a result of that background, when I was working in corporate Row, primarily as the senior operating officer of an organization, I noticed that there were an underside to management, an area that nobody recognizes, nobody is aware that it exists, and it goes on day in and day out, and it's totally negativisms. One after the other, these situations arise, and they affect the individual, and they cause nothing but negativisms, and they deter from the objective and the achieving of that objective in a quickly efficient manner. Now, all you have to do is just read the content. In here, I even explain the theory of leadership, which, to the best of my knowledge, has not been done from a research point of view. And I outline what leadership is and how you can improve your ability of being a leader in a business environment. This book gets into almost everything under the sun and is worthwhile because it's only $15, and it tells you what you don't know, what you can't learn in college, and what can only come about by the fact that I spent 43 years examining. Let me just give you a taste of one chapter. This chapter is titled The Eighth Function. And what it says is that management is made up of 5 functions: plan, organize, control, direct, and coordinate. And if you can perform these functions well, you're a good manager. But this is only the business school, because the other school, which is so more concerned with human people and so forth, they say that there are 2 more functions, and that is to reduce conflict and to communicate. Together, that makes 7 functions, and we've taken into consideration both schools: the management school, the business school, and the school that's interested in human relations. There is one more function called the Robinsonian function. That's the author. And what it says is that the 8th function is based on your personality. And for example, in domestic life, if you go to a party and there are 10 people and you just don't like the people, you never return. The next morning, if you get up and go to work and you interact with 10 people and you don't like all of them, learn how to get all of them under your belt, because you're going to be facing them every day and you're going to have to work with these people. And I say the management function requires you to become a person who acts out a duplicity of the way you feel and the way you speak and the way you behave. The duplicity has to be the hail fellow well meant. You have to be pleasant to everybody, whether you like them, whether you hate them, whether you can't stand them. In industry or in the office or at the job, you have to work out this duplicity in order to cope. Just one of the things that we talk about in here, and we tell you how it can be accomplished. For example, in a lecture in the Institute of Technology in New Jersey, one of my members of the audience came to me when I gave the same lecture, and they said, I have a boss and I hate him, but I don't think I can do what you asked me to do. He says, can you help me? I said, yes, I can. I said, do you know how you act to your best friend? Yes. I said, well, what you have to do is act to the boss whom you despise as you are his best friend, but don't trust him for 2 seconds. You'll get along with him, you'll get your pay raises, you'll get promoted perhaps, but as long as you are a functional hypocrite and acting out a dual function, you have a good chance of knowing how to perform and how to act under one of the underside of management functions. That's just one chapter of 10, and there is just about every angle that you can follow as an executive, whether you are a lady or whether you are a man, it's all the same. So this book is available in most bookstores. It's available on the computer and Amazon. The name again is The Underside of Management, What You Can't Learn in College. It's been in the marketplace 2 or 3 months now, and a lot of people are beginning to pay attention. Just remember, the name again, The Underside of Management, What You Can't Learn in College, but what you can learn, frankly, on site, on the job, with people, and with studying this book. Thank you very much.